Now to the Middle East, where Israel is facing intense scrutiny over the humanitarian crisis in Gaza. The Israel Defense Forces say they are opening up new ways for the aid to get in after allegations that they've been intentionally limiting access to civilians in need. Deborah Patta's in East Jerusalem with more on that part of the story. Deborah, good morning to you.
A very good morning. The United Nations says Israel has shown signs of good intentions regarding aid, but that over 40% of its requests to transport supplies through Israeli checkpoints in Gaza were turned down last week. Under pressure from the U.S. to flood Gaza with humanitarian aid, Israel insists it is doing everything it can. Just this morning, saying the UN needs to do its job and collect enough supplies to fill 700 trucks waiting at the Kerem Shalom crossing. But the UN says it's not just about food, but distribution, which is hindered by the almost total destruction of civilian infrastructure in Gaza. Roads have been blown up, along with health, water and sanitation facilities.
The problem is not just about food. The problem is that malnutrition, famine is a much more complex. It's much bigger than simply, bringing in flour and bake few loaf of bread or pita.
In the north, one bakery was brought to life for the first time in 6 months after receiving fuel and flour. For many, it is a lifeline. It had reached the point, Wissam Dawood said, where we were eating animal feed. But it is not enough. Many waited more than 6 hours for just one loaf of bread. Humanitarian workers do what they can. The demand to fill bowl after bowl never ending. 1/3 of children under the age of 2 are acutely malnourished, says UNICEF. Prior to October 7, there were none. Israel's war cabinet meets again today, but its attention is not on Gaza, but the crisis with Iran. A senior American official tells CBS News that Israel has not shared its plans with the U.S., but some in the administration expect a limited strike inside Iran. Vlad.
Deborah Patta in East Jerusalem for us. Thank you, Deborah.